Hi there, my name is Becky Miller and I'm a yoga therapist. Change is scary and most of us avoid it as much as possible. Sometimes, though, you really need to change something, and that's where I come in. I support the process of change in your life. I help women to recover from past trauma and learn new skills to navigate life's current challenges. Today, we're talking about how to live authentically and be more resilient. In a world that often prioritizes perfection and competition, the idea of self acceptance can seem elusive. Yet, embracing who we are can be one of the most transformative experiences. When we truly accept ourselves, we unlock a world of possibilities, allowing us to live more freely, authentically, and peacefully. Let's explore the impact of self-acceptance and how it can reshape our lives. First, let's just admit in general, self-acceptance is difficult, right? Lack of it is a major reason why women try to emulate one another instead of embracing their true selves. I'm not perfect or immune to this struggle with self-acceptance either. I feel like I need to be upfront about this in case you hear this and think, well, I'm not there, but it's all good. It's a practice for us all. The truth is, I've also had my fair share of struggles with self acceptance. It's a practice for me, but I still feel like I need to hide parts of myself sometimes, even after all these years. There are also times when I want to force myself to be someone else. I'm not. However, I've learned that hiding or trying to be someone else never works out. It always comes back to bite me. You have to embrace all parts of yourself to live authentically. When there's a part of yourself that you don't like, you'll struggle to accept it. The problem is that this part of you that you don't like is a part of your whole self. When you push that part away, you're refusing to allow yourself to be complete. In the past, I've tried to shape myself into what other people need instead of allowing myself to be who I am. This works in the short term, but it never works long term. Eventually, my authentic self wants to be seen and or heard. I can only pretend to be something else for so long before my authentic self starts to come back out. And you probably are the same way. So, why do I try to mold myself into something that I'm not? Usually it's because of self doubt or fear, both of those. I don't believe that I'm good enough in some way, and I try to hide what I perceive to be my flaws, or I'm afraid that someone won't like me if I show my authentic self. Does this sound familiar? Do you try to ignore parts of yourself to please other people? If you answered yes, then you're not living authentically either. It's a habit that I've worked hard to break, and you can too. Let's talk about a few things that you might notice when you embrace self acceptance. First, the world opens up with self acceptance. At the heart of self acceptance is liberation. When you come to terms with your true self, quirks, flaws, strengths, and everything in between, the world begins to look different. Opportunities seem more accessible because you're no longer bound by the shackles of self doubt or the need for external validation. This acceptance of oneself creates space for growth, making it easier to pursue your dreams and embrace new challenges without fear of not being enough, failure, or even judgment. Number two, you'll feel less vulnerable to external hurts. A significant benefit of self acceptance is a heightened resilience to the opinions and actions of others. When you're secure in who you are, the sting of criticism dulls, and the weight of other people's judgments lightens. You'll learn to process others' opinions with a balanced perspective, selectively internalizing those that are constructive while letting go of those that are not. This resilience fosters healthier relationships and a more serene approach to the dynamics of the social world. Number three, change is possible. Contrary to popular belief, self acceptance is not about complacency. It doesn't mean giving up. It's a gateway to genuine change. Accepting yourself doesn't mean remaining static. Instead, it grants you the clarity to identify the aspects of your life that you'd like to improve. Remember, you cannot change that which you do not accept. Without the fog of self-denial or rejection, you have the focus and energy to pursue personal development, making meaningful changes that reflect your true self. Number 4, you'll embrace your unique path. Society often presents a narrow view of normal, prompting many to conform to specific standards or ways of living. However, self-acceptance allows you to break free from the constraints and embrace your unique path, even if it looks different from those around you. Whether it's choosing an unconventional or unique career, expressing yourself through fashion, or adopting an alternative lifestyle, self-acceptance empowers you to live life on your terms, fostering creativity and happiness. It's going to take a little practice, though. Most likely, you're not always going to get it right the first time. I still feel the need to hide parts of myself at times, and thus I need practice too. You are probably the same way. Over the past 20 years, I've learned tools that have helped me to embrace self-acceptance. It's not always easy, but these tools have helped me to accept things that I pushed away in the past. I now share these same tools with others in the women's circle. This safe space is a place of learning and growth. Here, women get to know and accept themselves and live more authentically. In doing so, they learn to make choices that include all parts of themselves and stop trying to be someone else. If you'd like more information about the Women's Circle, head over to beckymilleryoga.com/TWC. It feels so good to embrace self-acceptance and to live authentically. The more I live this way, the happier I am. You can live this way too, when you learn to embrace all parts of yourself through self-acceptance. Remember, self-acceptance is not a destination, but a continuous journey that enriches your life in countless ways. By embracing who you are, you opened the door to authenticity, resilience, and transformative change. Strive to accept yourself fully, not only to discover new potential and opportunities, but to live a life that's truly yours to own. In accepting yourself, you find the freedom to be yourself, live joyfully, and inspire others to do the same. So that's all for today. I'd love to see you in the Women's Circle. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time with another tip to live healthier and happier. Bye for now.